Per usual, I am not ready like I thought I was ready. It's a grain auger right above my head here. I thought that I wouldn't need to move the stock trailer and the broken red truck over there because, well, I just wasn't thinking. But yeah, we're getting grain today. Hopefully lots of it. Well, not lots, just enough to fill this bin. This is the deal, okay? I've got my co-pilot with me. We are in a 6125R. If you watch any of our videos in the past where we come and we get grain, this is a tractor that we've used every single time we've come and got grain. So the plan is, there's a grain truck at my house right now dropping in about 700 bushels of corn. This wagon that I've got behind me, it's 500 bushels of corn approximately. And then last night I went and I used my trailer to get 250 bushels of corn. So 700 plus 500, 1200 plus 250 is 1450. I was really probably figuring on getting around 1800 bushels, I think is what that bin can hold. So I guess we'll have to figure out how we're gonna get a little more. Rear hitch system. That's the one nice thing about the 4430. It can be broken, but it never beeps a code at me. This bin right here holds about 1800 bushels of corn. What we're putting in it right now is non-GMO corn that my buddy grows for us. This is what we use for our pigs, this is what we use for our chickens, and I am hopeful with feed efficiency and good planning, this 1800 bushels is what we're gonna need for this season. If I need to, I can keep this extra wagon that I have over here and just grind out of it for the next few weeks. That'll give me an extra 250 bushels or so, push it up around 2,000 bushels. It seems like a good plan. If you've watched any of my videos where I've had to climb up that thing, you know that I really don't like heights, but I do what I have to do. Now the challenge is, how much more can we put in there? I've got one ring left. Man, it is hard farming. It is expensive farming. We were just talking about the price that this corn is going to be, which is probably a discussion we need to have. So I'll try to get all that figured out as I'm driving around right here. What I think we decided we're going to do is I'm going to take this wagon back empty to the field where they're at. I'm going to take a full wagon to another farm so they can take it to a bin where my truck is, and then they're going to come back with the grain truck. We're just going to put as much in as we can from the grain truck. I don't think we'll get the full 600, 650 in there. And then I have that other wagon over there. So it looks like I'm going to get about 2,000 bushels this year. Feels like a lot of corn. I'm going to say we got about 1,700 bushels in there, and then the wagon makes about 1,950 bushels total, a little bit more than last year. And there's a reason we're getting a little bit more than grain last year, even though this was not completely empty when we went to fill it up today. I've got to go up one last time. It's still a little breezy out. I guess if something happens, maybe somebody will see it. Look at the bright side. I don't think I'll have to go up there for like another year, hopefully, unless something clogs up and then I have to vac it all out, and then I have to climb in from the top and go down and clean it all out. It's starting to get dark, windy, and chilly outside, so I just wanted to hop in the tractor, and I want to talk about the financials really quick. I don't have a firm cost of what this is going to be yet. It's going to be at least $5.50 a bushel, maybe a little bit more than $5.50 a bushel. I'm not 100% sure yet. To give you an idea of what I have paid for corn in my life, well, I guess not what I've paid, but there were times when I was buying feed, so I wasn't, directly buying the corn and putting it in my bin, but I was obviously buying corn because it was in the feed that I was making, where corn was upwards of $8 a bushel. I bought it when corn was less than $3 a bushel, and now it's towards the upper range between $5.50 and $6 a bushel. So if I take that 1,950 bushels and let's just call it 550, which is going to be the very bottom end, that's $10,725. Obviously, for a big farm, for my friend who's farming, $10,725, whatever it was, that's, a small portion of all the grain sales that he's going to make. But for a farm my size, with the operation and the income and outflow that I have, that's a lot of money to pay at one fell swoop. It's so big of an amount of money that I can hardly talk. Then on top of that, I have my premix, my mineral, my vitamins that I put in, and the soy meal, protein, or any other grains that I put in with it. So those costs actually add on to that. It's not like $10,000, $11,000 pays for my feed for the year for the hogs and the chickens. It's that grain plus all the other inputs that I put in it. There's a lot to think about when you're having this small farm, when you're buying things like this. Obviously, buying it this way is a savings, but it's also a big expense one time, which you got to be able to handle. Thanks so much for watching the video. I hope it's kind of interesting to you how we go about getting the grain for our farm. It's not the same on every single farm, and it wasn't this way always on our farm. This has really only been for the last 4 or 5 years, whatever it is. So I hope you're having a great day wherever you are.